and welcome back to the drop locked account, the account where I'm restricted to each chunk until I get every drop from every unique monster in said chunk, and then I can progress. Now, we do begin episode 5 with something, if you look at the top right, which I wasn't actually recording at the time of the drop, but there is, and I picked it up before recording a dumbass, but there is the snape grass seed, which is the rarest item to actually get from the hand guards. So very, very happy with that. And if you look on the spreadsheet search, I've actually added in the drop rates of each item now. So just the watermelon, strawberry seed, and the taramin left to go. So just come in. I just left to pick up a clue scroll or whatever with the clue scrolls. I'm trying to juggle two right now, and I get hit with the hello champion from this complete mug. So I do have a book of knowledge, and I'm going to put it into smithing, which should give me level 5 smithing, I believe. So unless I'm wrong, I believe it's 1 smithing level left until I could do the bronze crossbow. In the future though, I don't know what I'm going to use it on, but we'll have to evaluate that when we get there. Naturally, with 593 kills, I've been in and out of the camp quite a lot. And just look at how many attempts it took me to get into the hideout this time. Far too many times. I was there for like 3 minutes. And we have 9 farming. Still getting there. I cannot do guava leaves, but I'm probably never gonna get there for, well, I will eventually, just not anytime soon. In the inventory as well, there is 5 cut rubies, and just looking at the KC and the loot from it, 723, and not bad loot, to be honest. I'm still waiting for the taramin, still waiting for the watermelon seed. I it's not too bad. I'm not too bothered by going a bit dry here, because these aren't too bad, and I get the coal and the iron for the future. Taramin drop literally 19 kills or 20 kills from the last clip I've just recorded. But there is the taramin, so I believe that is all of the herbs now done. I could be dead wrong, but I'm pretty sure, according to the offline thing that I've been keeping, that's the case. So it is now just the watermelon seed. There's the strawberry seed, and I actually completely forgot that I needed it. I was just so fixated on the watermelon seed, but 1026 KC, nothing new since then. But there's now the strawberry seed done. Alright, zoom in for some dramatic effect. And with 3 bones in our inventory, 1 done, 2 done, and with bone number 3, 37 prayer, which is, I guess, the biggest early prayer milestone in the game. It does give you the protect from magic prayer. So the first overhead, which early game isn't very useful. The melee one would be nice if I could prayer flick it, but it's nice to have the first one done all really through normal bones, no big bones yet. And level 10, farming. So I did miss the milestone, kind of a milestone level, but 1501 kills, and I still do not have the seed that I'm looking for, just the watermelon one left. I'm at 40 attack, 40 defense, and 56 strength. So good progress. Just still no seed. So for anyone who gets annoyed that I didn't record the first snape grass seed, happy now. I've actually recorded the drop for the I guess for the first time, but it's the second time I've had the drop. 1812, and there's now 2 drops of snape grass seeds, which is 4 for those who think I can't math. And 1875 kills. There's the seed drop for the snap seed for a 3rd time. Not that it's a problem, just 3 of the rarest drop in 400 kills, just over what their drop rate is, and still no bloody watermelon seed. And this clip is brought to you because it will be the 2000th kill on the ham guards. 570k in loot, every drop bar 1. So it's safe to say it's going pretty well so far. I don't know why I'm not picking up the steel dagger, but in outrage it can stay. And in the same clip, 58 strength. Like I said, I'm going to go into 60 strength. The watermelon seed. Oh, thank the Lord. 2022 kills. And there is the watermelon seed. Finally done. So I'm back at the level 5 goblins in the free-to-play world just to get the coin drop. And I did get 50 hit points on the account. And there is the 10 coin drop, which is only available in free to play as mentioned earlier. So that is officially the level 5 goblins done. My next victim is that mugger. And 10 coin drop, which I believe now officially means for this chunk I'm completely done. Completely done everything. As you can see on my lovely little spreadsheet, the rats 126, the goblins 1883, the mugger 1136, 10 unicorn, 2022 ham guards with a total of 5177 kills. I've also done it on the first chunk as well, just added the drop rates, the total kill count, and then the total kill count. I'm going to continue to do that format in the future as well. Okay then, so now I've completed that chunk, I can officially move on to a new one. Apparently it took me 6 days, which is probably right, so I wasn't actually playing properly. What chunk could be next? 6 I don't mind, 1 would be cool because it's a new area, 3 would unlock fishing and mining. I've got to cook the farmer, don't I? Okay, that's not too bad. The chicken's fine, the cow calf is fine, the duck's fine. The goblin I've done, imp I've done, so it's just the farmer for me to do in that chunk. Okay, so here is the bank. So first of all, total value is 1.2 million, and I've only got 14k of that in actual GP, which is fairly low. 5 frog tokens, which I think they're taking a piss a little bit. It's only random. I really appear to be getting. But overall, it's not a bad bank. There's a lot of skulls and stuff, a lot of herbs. I say skulls, heads and sold heads. Some food as well, which is going to be nice for the cooking. Generally, it's not a bad bank for now. Okay, so in that chunk that I've just unlocked, I could grab an egg and I could get a bucket and then a bucket of milk. And if you reverse all the way back to the first chunk, I could get a pot of flour from killing the imps. So I actually have all of the ingredients to do the first quest on the account, which I really hoped wasn't going to be this one, because it's always the first quest I do. But there is, I guess once I hand this in, there will be the cook's assistant quest. I've not even started it. Oh god, I thought I would have at least started it, but no. So I handed the ingredients over, and I will get some nice little cooking XP and my first ever quest point on the DropLocked account. So I figured I would just use the food that I had in my bank and get 20 cooking. Now, food has been quite difficult to get, and I can imagine in the future, whilst I'm still stuck with early game food, it's going to be a massive struggle, especially if I get certain chunks before I get good food access. So please ignore that other clue. That's just one that I can do, which wasn't or can't do, but I had it before the chicken. Whatever. Basically, clue scroll done from the chicken. 31 kills. Chicken is done. Next victim, the baby cow. And 115 calf kills. There is the other beginner clue. The other one on the floor is one I got beforehand. I had to drop it so I could juggle and get another one. Clue scrolls, they're frustrating me. 17 kills and on the farmer, and that's 1 in 496 in the grimy dwarf weed. Now, it's not the rarest item. That is going to be the snap seed. And there are also 2 different drop tables to the farmer. There's a P2P one and a free to play one. So I will be doing them both separately, beginning, of course, with the members one. Right, this book of knowledge will take me so close to the level 6 smith that I need to make the bronze crossbow. So I'm gonna go do it, like right now. Okay, so in the inventory I've got what I need, but I don't have the crafting level for it. So I'm gonna try and do the gems. Of course, there's always the polished buttons as well that I did get from the ham members, and hopefully this gets me close enough to the point where I can either do them, or I only have to do a couple of balls of wool until I can make the bowstring from the sinew. So unfortunately, the gems and the polished buttons wasn't enough. I feel like I should have picked up all the polished buttons and polished them, or normal buttons and polished them as I went along, I should say. And I might have actually got there without having to do all of these balls of wool. It's about over 100 I've had to do. But the good thing is I then have them for the amulets I'm going to make further on into the account once I kind of get the molds and so on and so forth. However, I'm now very close to getting the crafter level I need to do the crossbow string with the sinew, and I can then just do the last couple of bars, and then I have the crossbow. Okay, so bronze bar smelted, done. Level 6 smithing achieved. Tick the old box. Crossbow limbs made on this nice little anvil, which I believe I mentioned before, can only be used with bronze bars. Compare the stock with the limbs. I've got the crossbow unstrung. Fast forward, take the raw meat, turn it into sinew. Always has to be done on a range. Please do not do it on a fire, because it just won't work if you do it on a normal fire or log fire. It does have to be done on a range. You then take your sinew upstairs, put it on the crafted the spinning wheel thing that's just covered with a load of bots. Crossbow string with the sinew, and just use them both together, and there is the crossbow. Now I did have a comment from someone actually saying about why don't I do knives. Higher smithing level bars are not easy to obtain yet, because I cannot mine them. So this is the best way to do it. With all of those bolts that I have, this is the best way. So the kill that gets me 10 range, I also get some guarding boots, which I didn't actually kind of know existed, but they look pretty bloody. I mean, they don't really look much difference, but they're cool. I didn't know they were a thing. I don't think they're an upgrade, but hey, it is what it is. There is the grimy lantadine on kill 158. So the herbs are more or less done. It's just the more rarer things now, like the seeds, and I genuinely thought I wouldn't be done them in 158 kills. So for once, it's nice to not have to kill 2,000 of these things. So at level 30 range now, maple bows, which is probably a kind of half cool thing there. And I wanted to just quickly show the little table that I've been keeping of the drops that I have. I didn't record the watermelon seed, but I do have one. Somehow, I do not have a grimy guava leaf, the calentine, and I kind of expect not to have the snap seed yet, but that's crazy. I haven't got 1 in 46. So typical my fashion, I forgot to actually record the drop of the clip and pick it up. The clip, picking up the item, recorded the item, picking up the item. So you know what I mean. Snapseed, they're done with 625 KC. And that is the last drop, the grimy Calentine, done 700. Well, let me rephrase. That's the last drop for the members drop table, as you can see, the P2P, the members one. That's the last item for those. There is, however, a different free-to-play drop list or item list for the farmer. So I'm going to go and start the free-to-play ones now. So I didn't really want to duplicate the video as such by having the members farmer drop table and then the free-to-play farmer drop table. So I've more or less done most of it. The bronze arrow drop that I've just got now, that at the start, or I guess 3-4 kills ago, was the last actual drop I needed. I think the last thing I now need is a beginner clue scroll. This drop, I know I missed it before, I picked it up before I started the recording, but the clue scroll beginner is there. So that does now mean the free-to-play farmers have been done. I know I didn't show too much of it, just like I said, I don't want to duplicate the location, the drops, so on and so forth. I've done it for the P2P drops, so it is what it is. But that does now mean I'm fully done with this chunk. I do have a clue scroll, which I probably can't do. If you see a next clip with the clue scroll, then I could make progression. Clue scroll was a dud. I've got a Varrock step in the next one, so I can't do it. So I was going to sign out after this, so I might as well just tried to do it anyway. But 40 attack in this episode, 58 strength and 40 defense, 38 range as well, which is crazy. Of course, that does mean in order to do that, I did get the bronze crossbow, which I've been trying to get for so long. I have now achieved it. But that's going to be a wrap for this episode. If you did enjoy, please drop a like, comment. Of course, please do subscribe, and feel free to add me in game, as I always say.